Hello, I'm Barnett Gilmer, owner and CEO of Gulf Breeze Recovery,
And I'm Kat Carley, Admissions Director at Gulf Breeze Recovery.
and would like to welcome you to our fourth edition of our Beyond Addiction podcast series.
Today what we're going to talk to you about is this idea of innate health. And what we mean by innate health is a principle that says that we already have everything that we need to be happy, whole, content, and healthy within us. There's nothing that we have to do, add, create in order to attain health, wholeness, or well-being. That it's something that is innate within us. It's in our very nature. It's something that we're born with. And we're going to talk a little bit about that today and also tie in what that has to do with addiction.
You know, Kat, I was teaching a class one day, and a gentleman that was there, had a bipolar, disorder diagnosis. And he had asked me, he goes, well, you say everybody, well, what about someone who has bipolar, disorder? And, the answer I gave him was that, even though you suffer, from extreme ups and downs and that kind of thing, that, there's always, a health line, if you will, okay, that we return to our natural health, that we have, I would argue that you have moments of clarity, and then that clarity gets clouded up, maybe, through thought. And he shook his head and he agreed with me, because it just kind of hits the point that, we all have the ability to have moments of clarity, to live in our health, if you will, in our mental health.
Yeah, and I think that what's important to note about this concept of innate health is that the extreme ups and downs, whether it be from something like bipolar disorder or just the ups and downs that we experience in everyday life, or some people with things like mania where they have extreme highs, people with depression that have extreme lows, that no matter how it manifests in each individual, what is underlying that is this ability to be healthy at this baseline level, that any variance from that is not your nature, it's a variance. And that every time that we return to this point of clarity, this baseline of peace, of calmness, of being able to see things for what they are, that we'll always return to that, because that's what underlies it all.